Hi everyone, how's it going? I know it's been a minute since I've been here, but I'm back. I have a pretty quick reading for you today. So let's see what our spirit guides have to say. So, first thing I got was these two cards. So, I got the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups, which is interesting because it's, four and five. And Four of Cups tells me that maybe there is something or someone trying to give you some sort of offer, or maybe even life is trying to give you something, but you're not seeing the positive side of it. Maybe you're too focused on the negatives. Maybe you're too focused on the wrongs and the possibilities of something going wrong, or maybe you're letting your fears get to you and you're not letting this opportunity come to you, and you're not opening up yourself to this opportunity because you're too focused on the negative parts of things. Like maybe you're just dissatisfied with something, maybe you're feeling like something is just not quite right yet. But I'm seeing that everything is in its right place, everything is fine. But you're not seeing it this way. You're almost kind of just trying to find the negative in it. And this also reminds me of like when people are so fixated on a certain narrative, they pretty much like go and they live their lives kind of just seeking validation for what they already believe in. So if they have like the idea that they're going to fail, or that they're not good at something, or that they are not, I don't know, like I'm thinking like say you want to start dating or something. Maybe you feel like, oh, like I'm not fit enough, or I don't have the job I want yet, or anything of that, right? So I feel like what I'm seeing is that you're almost kind of like too fixated on workshopping yourself instead of looking at the positive and knowing that the more you think, the more you tell yourself these certain narratives and beliefs, and you believe them, the more evidence you're going to seek, and you're going to find. It's like there's a saying that says, what you seek you will find. And so if you believe that people are not, that you don't find good people to make friends with, then that's what you're going to be met with. You're going to be met with people who are not genuine, I guess, or maybe you're going to nitpick at every behaviors that they have or they show, and almost kind of like just to kind of like validate what you're already thinking. If you're in a relationship and you are like thinking that this person is not with you because they truly love you or whatever, you're going to nitpick at every behavior that you're doing, just because you want to prove to yourself that you're right, and that brings some sort of security to yourself. And but it's very like, I don't know how to explain it. You're like sabotaging yourself from creating these connections with people and others, or going after things that you really love, and you're more than qualified to do, because you keep thinking that you keep believing in these things that are just too outdated and not true. So yeah, so I'm saying like sometimes you really just have to go for it and love without the fear of being betrayed or hurt or anything. I know it's very scary. I know that it's very scary to like let yourself feel certain things, to feel vulnerable, I guess. It is very scary, but you cannot control what other people will do or are thinking. So like if you're in a relationship, for example, and you want to love this person, but you're afraid that they might cheat, so you keep yourself from wanting to show as much affection, or keep yourself from truly feeling in love and stuff like that. I feel like that can really sabotage the relationship, because you're not giving it your all. You're not loving with all of your heart, and that's not a way to live. Like, and even in like if it's in a friendship, for example, like, oh, I don't want to do something for them because they might not, they might take advantage of me, or they might do this thing for me or whatever. You have to do things regardless whether or not this person reciprocates it. You have to love with the kind of heart that you possess, not with what society has made you think or feel, or not with how people who have mistreated your your kindness or whatever. Don't let people change you. Don't let people change the way you love. Just it's almost kind of like having that childlike living, a childlike way of loving, having fun, of making friends. It's like not being afraid of rejection, not being afraid of these betrayals, and becoming secure enough to know that even if you do become vulnerable with somebody, that you're not going to be left in shambles. So the card is telling me is to just love with who you love, the way you loved when you were a child. Don't be afraid of it. And maybe this can create very good connections. That there's a 50-50 chance that you will get a really good relationship, friendship, job out of this. Or it could be that this person does betray you, or does, do whatever behind your back. But what they do to you has nothing to do with who you are. It's how you loved and how you approach the relationship, friendship. That's who you are. Thank you, and I hope to see you again. Bye.